All right, what's up, guys? We're starting this awesome new show that no one's ever done before. It's ETC AMA. It has nothing to do
Nothing
with
at all.
Inside Gaming Q&A. Never even seen the show. Don't even know if it exists.
I don't think they have one.
Certainly not ripping it off in any way.
No.
Yeah, this is AMA. It has nothing to do with letters Q&A.
Ask me anything.
But I think we're missing someone. Who are we missing?
Me! Oh,
shit.
Hi!
What are you doing here?
I was invited to come over here for the AMA, the inaugural.
Wow.
Inaugural.
So you took a long walk down the hall.
Yeah, it was like 50
All the way
feet.
down here from my G. Now you're here.
I am here.
All right, well, I want
Once
to start
again.
the first question off from Joe Run Now. I've always wanted to know if and what you guys majored in when you were in college and how you got into your line of work. And then a follow-up from Super Captain Falcon. How did you guys end up at Machinima?
I went to school and majored in broadcasting, like broadcast management, so like TV news, boring crap like that. Because I originally wanted to be on like Discovery Channel stuff and be a field producer, and then I realized how hard.
Why did you want to be on Discovery Channel?
Well, I wanted to go like be a field producer and like go work on Dirty Jobs because I thought that was like the best.
That was your dream?
I thought Mike Rowe was like the best host and stuff. And I still do, but
He's pretty good.
No Mythbusters for school?
I realized how tough it is to be a field producer, especially for like Discovery
So you
Channel.
wanted to do something easier.
Yeah, so out of school, I got an internship at G4, and then went back to school, and then when I graduated, I was lucky enough to get hired there as a PA, and worked there for a few years, and then ended up here.
Elliot?
When I was in high school, I got sort of into like video editing, had a shitty like mini DV camera, learned to edit on some like shitty program you buy at Best Buy for like $50. Decided to major in film, went to a school called Loyola Marymount University, which is
That's the Christian college.
It's a Catholic Jesuit college.
Yeah.
Studied film production there. Figured out that I really liked editing, Final Cut. Got pretty good at that.
So how did you like jump into the Machinima stuff?
Yeah, I was sitting at home doing nothing. My friend Natalie Curtis, formerly
The Night Fox.
the Night Fox of Machinima Live, rest in peace.
She's not dead. She's not dead.
But she doesn't work here anymore.
Rip pepperonis.
She called me up. She was working on a show called Terminator Salvation, the Machinima
Jesus.
series, back in 2009. She needed someone to like log footage, and I was like, "Does it pay?" She's like, "Yes." And I was there like 30 minutes later, working 75-hour weeks for this company called Machinima.
Yeah, Machinima.
Yeah, and then I picked up a bunch of like freelance editing, shooting gigs over the years, and
So
eventually,
then ETC? How'd you get ETC?
well, I was doing stuff for like, Realm, Respawn, ETC. I don't know if I did anything for IG, but started cutting a lot of stuff for ETC, and then started cutting more stuff, and then was just coming in every day, and then I was full time, and then as of like 6 months ago, I'm writing and editing.
So that's the secret. You have to struggle for years as a peon to even get the chance
And, like,
to struggle as an employee.
anything you actually want to do is not going to happen. What you don't plan on happening will happen.
Yeah.
And you just sort of have to like you're on a cruise ship that's traveling like super fast with it's got no steering wheel. I mean, you can lean your body left or right to dodge an iceberg here or there.
But you gotta aim for the iceberg you want while
That's
missing the
right.
others.
Yeah. Aim for the iceberg you want.
Not for the iceberg you crash
Yeah.
into.
Yeah, the iceberg you
It's a great
deserve.
analogy.
So Machinima's been a great iceberg.
Yeah. Good iceberg. It's a little bit bigger on the
that
bottom
how
than it
that
is on the
works?
top.
It was a bad analogy.
It was a bad analogy. I went to community college for a year and dropped out. So you don't leave college. That's the rule that I went by. I dropped out because I had a couple friends that started a band, and the band started getting big. They wanted me to go on tour with them to kind of like do the minor stuff like tour managing, merch, and all that stuff. They ended up getting pretty big. The band was called From First to Last. I ended up touring with them for a long time, which led into other gigs. But I started out in high school. I went to like a visual performing arts high school. That's where I learned how to edit and everything. I was super into making skate videos back then, so I was like doing all my friends like sponsor me videos for Skate Shop. But that's how I learned how to edit. And then when MySpace and all that stuff started getting big, we were doing videos on there. And then YouTube came about, and I was doing tour diaries, which are still online. They're fucking terrible. Tour diaries for that. So I kept the editing skills somewhat strong, I guess. And that went into some other bands, and I ended up I would do odd jobs in LA, like doing freelance editing when I was off tour. My friend Alyssa, she used to do social media here. she hit me up. She's like, hey, do you want to edit some gameplay for some extra money while you're off tour? And I was like, that sounds extremely easy. All right, I'll do that. And then I was brought on then. I did a couple other things at the company and then made it into production and started working on ETC. So that's how you get in the business.
Blade_John Blade asks, would you rather fuck Kate Upton once, but no one believes you, or never fuck Kate Upton, but everyone believes you did?
I'd fuck her. I don't need to tell anyone.
That's your secret.
Yeah, that's mine to take to the grave and just like, maybe I'm having a bad day. Oh yeah, I fucked Kate Upton. Only I need to know that.
My question would be, so you fuck Kate Upton, how do you lead a normal sex life after that?
Well, she might be terrible. We don't know how she is inside.
True.
She might be one of those hot chicks that doesn't think she has to pull her own weight.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm here. That's half the work
enough.
is done.
Yeah. I wouldn't even necessarily want people to know that I had sex with Kate Upton.
Yeah.
Because then everything would be a little too weird. Joel, if you could fuck Kate Upton, would you rather fuck her and not be able to tell anyone, or not fuck her but everyone thinks you did?
I think I would not fuck her and have everyone think I did and make a quick buck. That's what I would do.
It's always about the money with you, Joel.
That is clever. That might change my choice. Because I was going to go with the first one. I was going to say that I would sleep with her and then no one believed me. Versus the other way, if you never have sex with her and then everyone believes you did, then you're just a big poser.
But that could set everything up for like having sex with other hot
That's
models.
true.
Because
Like-
they're like, what does she see in Spool?
That's true. That is.
There's got to be something there.
Who do you want to fuck?
I mean, Kate Upton's not a bad choice.
Who's your number one choice?
Mila Kunis has always been like my biggest.
She's
slut.
got a
She's
kid
pregnant
now.
yeah.
I know, now she is.
And her husband's a psychopath. He goes on rants for
Is that Ashton
Uber.
Kutcher, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Pyro Oli Slade asks, where is your favorite holiday destination?
And he means I asked him on the Reddits. He means vacation.
Yeah, he's English. They call traveling somewhere
Holidays,
holiday.
vacation's so much better in Europe too, because everyone like shut their phones off. You can't contact them, and they get like a certain amount every year. There's no vacations
Well,
here.
and they have a bunch more countries to choose from for the most part.
That's nice. Yeah, we have Mexico and the sea.
We have states
Canada?
to choose from. We can choose from states.
America is a great country to travel in, but
It's not as exciting.
My favorite destination would be Tamriel or Azeroth, perhaps.
those aren't real places.
Or
He wants to know real place. I'm assuming he wants to know a real place.
my favorite / ideal location would be at home, sitting at home, having
What,
no
here?
work to
Like
do.
in LA home
have
or
fun.
like
Well,
Seattle?
anywhere where I could just sit at home in my apartment.
So you don't care about anything. You just want to. This makes so much
That's
sense.
my favorite.
We've
I
tried
know.
to send Spool on so many fucking trips. Like going to we were like, you should go to San Antonio and ride motorcycles with the Sons of Anarchy. And he's like,
I'd like to go to a lot of places, but
Not interested.
those are all work trips, which are not as nearly
It's
as
still a
fun
trip.
as like a vacation.
Well, where would you go for a vacation
say
trip?
you had $10,000, you could go anywhere in the world. Where would you go?
I'd go to Europe. I'd like backpack through Europe or something like
Okay.
that.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Where would you go, Elliot?
I don't know. I mean, I've been to Europe a couple times. It's always fun. They got good booze and beautiful, just gorgeous buildings and.
Oh, I thought you were going to say women.
And women.
Beautiful women over there.
The architecture.
I mean, it's like I got one eye looking at a church, one eye looking at a woman who clearly walks to work and stays in shape. Yeah, I don't know. So I'd say Europe, or on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, I really like national parks and being just like completely in nature. Like Yosemite. I haven't been to the Grand Canyon. I need to go do that.
I'd say the actual only vacation I ever took was I went to Iceland when I was like 22. I like saved up. I was like, I want to go because I watched CKY2K when I was in high school, and it looked so cool that they went to Iceland, like this like magical land that doesn't look like anywhere else.
Did you go to like one of the ice hotels or anything like
No,
that?
I went to like the natural hot springs and a bunch of the other stuff. Like there's like a ridge where like the continents separate. I went to that, and we illegally went hot tubbing in an inactive geyser. But it's just like there's no rules there. There's only so many people, and then you drive out into the country and there's just nothing.
They've got 10 police for the whole country.
Yeah, we would like go up on the sides of these mountains and just roll rocks off just to like watch how far they would roll and like stand in the waterfalls. It was incredible. I highly recommend it.
Did you see any gnomes?
No.
Or elves? What is
No.
it they believe in there?
I don't know. But they're Vikings.
Trolls, Yetis.
There was lots of puffin. Those were cool.
Oh, puffins.
Those like toucans of the ice?
Yeah, they look when they land, they look so dumb. All right, next up, Just Out Today asks what your favorite video that we've done this year so far is.
I'd probably say Creepy Text Theater with Sasha Grey was really, really fun. Yeah. She's really cool, and that was just a fun experience because like we all got to come together and kind of like say all these dirty things to each other.
Yeah, that one's definitely. I'm definitely proud of that one. I had a lot of fun doing teenagers are fucking idiots or teenagers are fucking stupid because it was just I started seeing a trend of just dumb teenage shit, and then when the fire challenge was going on, I was like, I want to do a fucking like Fox News style expose on just called teenagers are fucking idiots because they always like dance around to like, are kids out of control? Like, what's the deal with today's youth? Like, teenagers are fucking idiots. Yeah, and it was actually, despite the title, it was probably the most well-researched thing I've done at this job.
I'd also like to update my pick with the video game porn statistics, like which porn statistics. That was probably the most fun I had writing a script because I just put as many like dick and like sex metaphors as I could in the script. So
yeah, I'd say probably Creepy Text Theater. Like it's funny how that even came about. The story was there where straight white boys texting was turning into this big thing on what's the website called? Tumblr.
Tumblr, yeah.
Yeah, and I brought it up and it got like shot down across the board. Like people above us were like, we don't want you to do it or whatever. And it was kind of like one of those things where we're like, well, we're doing it anyway. And we did it the first episode and it got so well received.
Yeah, it got picked up all over.
The same people that didn't want us to do it were like, do more. So we ended up doing more. And it's had a very rocky run. It's a very like, it's the most fun to shoot. It's super fun to like see the end result of. Yeah. But it's very like, it's filthy. It's fucking filthy.
Yeah,
so you can understand
some people
how
at the
like,
company get a little uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, they're a little testy with it, but like, it's to be honest, it's something I'm proud of. Like anything that you can get that many people's eyeballs on is always a really good feeling. And then aside from that, anything where like I've written something real like just so stupid that Spool has to read, like that.
I always get the worst ones.
Oh my god! Woo! That's cool, but where do I put my dick? Well,
making Spool squirm and say naughty things is the most fun anyone can have.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. And then for Creepy Text, I guess like this is the first time we can announce it, but we actually just locked in an animator to do an episode of animated Creepy Text. So we're we're picking one of the fan favorites, like a section of an old episode of Creepy Text. And it's about 2 minutes long, just under 2 minutes long. And we went out and got an animator to do an animated version of it. And it's one of my favorite parts of it too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of an episode.
Voice work by the very talented Bruce Green.
Bruce Green. So go start watching him and see if you can pinpoint the Bruce Green one that is
the rant one, isn't it? Is it the
it's
rant
very
one?
likely it's going to be one of the angrier sections.
Yeah.
Is it the guy who does the trades? Like I do.
Shut up, Spool! You're spoiling it for everyone!
Got it. Shadowhawk191 asks, what is the worst movie you guys have ever seen?
I don't think I've hated a movie as passionately as when I saw the movie Crash in theaters, and everyone at the end was clapping, and I was like,
yeah.
that was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Why are all these people so happy about it?
What's the movie with the aliens and people like, it's like a meme almost where the kid like rolls
Macamee.
the wheels? Macamee's
Macamee's fucking great. What are you talking about?
Terrible.
It's
now that I
fantastic.
go back and look at it, I'm like, oh, it's so bad. I think I enjoyed it when I was a kid.
I had a friend when I was like
cheesy.
16 years old, this girl, and because you say a lot of stupid stuff when you're a kid, but I was like, you look just like the alien from Mad Men. Like in a totally serious way.
That's the worst thing I could ever say.
But she did. But like she was a really attractive
Did she
version
look
of
like
it.
what?
No, she just had like a small mouth with big eyes.
And like doofy ears.
Yeah, but she was like, it was cute, but like it was just like word vomit came out and it was just.
You knocked her self-esteem down like 5 pegs.
The only movie that I've ever walked out of and demanded my money back was what the fuck is it called? It was House of the Dead. It was House of the Dead. It was like a video game movie.
Bull movie?
But yeah, but it like they go to an island to have a rave, and it was just like, and even as I don't know how old I was in it, I can IMDb it, but at that age, hold on, let me see, House of the Dead.
I'm gonna say 2002.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much
it was older than
any
that.
Uwe Boll
2003.
movie.
So that was like 17, 18. And I was just like, I walked out in the middle of the movie, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. I would demand my money back. This is terrible. I can't even remember like exactly why. I just remember they were like raving on an island. but it was the only movie I've ever walked out of.
Wow.
Didn't even make it to the end.
No. It has 1 star on IMDb.
I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm always too stubborn.
It has,
I never have.
It has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I've never fallen asleep. I've never fallen asleep during a movie. I've never.
Mac and Me has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, a lot of
So
people.
you picked the actual worst
If you
movie
watch
of
the
all
whole
time.
thing, it's bad. I mean, there's clips that are in it.
It's got some great McDonald's scenes.
Yeah,
It's got a
dance
40% based on users, though. Awesome. That's it.
Thus concludes the alpha prototype version of ETC AMA. Keep sending your questions to our subreddit, reddit.com/r/ETC show. We'll have one little pinned entry at the top.
We'll link it in the description as well.
Yeah,
for this
it'll be in
video.
the description as well.
Yeah.
Go get a Reddit account and ask away.
Yeah,
Ask us anything.
don't question and answer. Ask us anything. It
Yeah.
could be about, since ETC's about a lot of like culture and movies, entertainment, stuff like that. Feel free to ask us about anything. I mean, like we've had lengthy discussions about Interstellar the past week, but you didn't ask, so we're not saying anything.
Hypotheticals are always fun. Like the Kate Upton one was probably.
Yeah, that was good.
the
I didn't
most
really
fun
have to
question.
think too hard about it.
Yeah, that was a straightforward answer. But all right, we'll see you guys next time. We'll work out some kind of schedule with this. I know things are gonna be weird with Christmas coming up and everything, but we'll definitely have another one out before Christmas for sure.
Yeah.
So, AM Christmas A. Bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Spool.
You're welcome.
Will you come back
Anytime.
next time, or are you gonna leave forever?
No, if you need me to, I'll be back.
Okay, we'll probably replace you. All right, great. Stop recording.